everybody, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we're looking at
what are we talking about?
One.
I'm very curious. What?
Curiosity will change your life.
I am a very curious person. Are you a curious person?
I'm very curious too.
So I want you to do something with me this weekend. Are you curious to know what?
Yes, I am. Where are you going, or where are we going?
Well, we are going to Taitung.
Yay! I love Taitung. And yes. Why are we going to Taitung?
Well, we're going to go there because there's a lot of interesting things to see and do in Taitung.
Okay, and who's going to be there?
Okay, you mean everybody who's going to come?
Yeah, I need to know their names. I'm curious.
Tom, Lisa, Freddie, Eric, Benjamin.
Okay.
There's like 10 people coming. Yeah.
Okay, and how about when are we going?
Oh, we will leave tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at what time? I need to know the exact time.
About 6 o'clock p.m.
6 o'clock p.m. And how are we getting there?
We are going to take the MRT. You can't take the MRT to Taichung.
You can't take MRT. You mean HSR?
Yes, we're going to take the HSR there. Yes.
Okay, well, what are we going to do once we get there? You know, like the first thing we're going to do, and then what are we going to do? Where are we going to stay at? Which hotel?
Wow, you're asking way too many questions. Just don't worry too much about the details.
Well, I'm curious. I have to know these answers.
Well, sometimes it's just fun to just go and be surprised, okay?
No, I have to ask questions. You know, these questions will make me feel safe, like I'm making the right decision.
Well, actually, we can only take 10 people. I forgot. We already have 10 people. So I'm sorry. Actually, you can't come with us.
But you already invited me, Shane.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Maybe next time.
When someone tells you something, do you just accept it? Or does it make you curious and want to ask questions about it? For me, the second always happens.
Curiosity will change your life. This is part 1.
That's right. So we were talking about, you're a very curious person, and I am a very curious person as well.
Well, what is curiosity?
Yeah,
if you're a curious person, what is curiosity?
That brings us to our first vocabulary word, curiosity.
I'm very curious to know.
And
what is it?
That is a noun. So the adjective is curious.
Yes.
And then the noun is called curiosity. So the curiosity, the word, it means that the desire, the need to learn or to know something. Like you really want to ask questions about something. Like little kids are usually very curious about a lot of things, right?
By our nature, we are very curious.
Definitely.
Animals, I have a cat, and when they're kitten, they're little kids, and they're always trying to find things, and they're very curious about their environment.
Exactly, they are very curious. So there are a lot of curiosity towards something, right? So that means you want to know.
There is an expression, I'm talking about cats, right? There's an expression, curiosity killed the cat.
What does that mean?
It's to tell kids, maybe. If you're too curious, it could be dangerous. The idea is maybe there's imagine there's a cliff or a big mountain over there, right? And because you want to know what's there, you will start to climb on the mountain, but that could be very dangerous.
You are right.
So it's a way, I think, of telling children to be careful.
Because it could be dangerous, right?
Yes.
And curiosity kills a cat, right?
Kills the cat.
The cat. And then, there's another example. So, for example, if the kids see the electrical outlet in their house, right? And then they might be curious, what can I do with it?
If I put maybe a knife in there, I wonder what will happen.
Exactly, and it could be very, very dangerous, right?
Right. Okay, so we have another vocabulary word, change. This is a verb. So if something changes, that means it goes from being one way to another way. So when I was a kid, I was very curious, but as I got older, I changed. I was less curious.
Why is that?
I think it's because my parents taught me that curiosity killed the cat. So maybe because I was taught, stop asking so many questions. Maybe I stopped becoming as curious.
But sometimes I think it's still important to ask questions though.
Absolutely.
I mean, not talking about, like the dangerous things, but if you don't ask questions, sometimes you don't really learn, right?
Well, I have a question here.
Okay.
When someone tells you something, do you just accept it?
And accept is our next vocabulary word, and that is a verb. So in today's sentence, it means that do you agree to take it? Do you agree to receive it?
Or to do it?
Exactly, to do it. So when someone asks me to do something, do I just say, okay, I'll do it? Or does it make you curious and want to ask questions about it? For me, the second always happens.
So is that you really? Does the second always happen for you? Are you the type of person who's going to want to ask lots of questions?
Yes, when I want to do something or when someone asks me to do something, I always ask questions. I need to understand why I have to do it. And if I understand it, I'm more likely to agree and more likely to accept it.
So we have the vocabulary word question. This is a noun. So
That's
a
right.
question is a sentence where you're trying to get information from somebody.
That's right.
So does that make sense?
And that's a question.
Yes. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense because I'm a great teacher. Do you think I'm a great teacher?
And that's also a question, and they will say,
Yes, the best. Or am I the second best?
Ooh, and that's our next vocabulary word. Second, right here, they're talking about a noun, right? But then we're asking, the sentence that we have is like, are you the first one or the second one? So first means number one. Second means number
two.
That's right.
So I'm the best teacher. You are second.
I'm not second. I am the best one.
No, I'm first.
And
You're
you
second.
are second. Or you can say that you came in second in a race.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to run away right now, and we're going to see who can win the race. I think I will be first.
No, I think I will be first.
Ready?
And you will be second.
Go.
Go. Ah!
I want to find out everything about that thing. So I ask who, what, when, where, why, and how questions. I can learn a lot that way. I can learn new things about that thing. Also, maybe my old ideas about that thing were wrong, and I can learn to change them.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey.
So we're still talking about curiosity, right? Being curious about something.
So are you curious to find out what they're going to talk about next?
Of course, I'm always curious.
Let's find out.
All right.
I want to find out everything about that thing. So I ask who, what, when, where, why, and how questions. I can learn a lot that way.
And that's very, very important. I think if you're curious about something, those are very important questions to ask to fully understand what you are learning or what you want to learn. So, for example, if you're talking about who questions, if you're talking about who, you're asking for the person or people, that's right. And what you're talking about, you want to know the thing, that's right. And when, you're asking for the
time.
Very good. And how about when you say where?
Ooh, that's
you're
going
asking
to
for
be the place.
Bingo. And how about why? You're asking for the
Reason.
And how, that's another important one, is the way to do something. So let me ask you, who is your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher? Me. No, just kidding. My favorite teacher, Teacher Karen.
Aw, thank you. Okay.
And what is your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food is hamburger.
I like pizza.
Oh, really? I like pizza too.
Okay.
Okay. How about when? We're talking about the time. When are you getting off work today?
Oh, I'm getting off work at 6:30 p.m.
All right, very good.
Where do you like to go on the weekends?
I like to go to the park on the weekend.
Why?
Because to enjoy the nature, to be close to nature and have a picnic.
Okay.
So why I'm giving you the reason for that, right?
Yes. Well, how do you get to the park when you go there? Is it close to your house?
It's pretty close, so I usually walk to the park.
Excellent.
Very good.
Continue.
Okay. I can learn new things about that thing. Also, maybe my old ideas about that thing were wrong, and I can learn to change them. Okay.
So an idea is a thought or the way that you think about something.
That's right.
So you can say, I have an idea that you are a nice person.
I am a nice person. But if you know nothing about something, you can say, I have no idea. Very good. And wrong is our next vocabulary word, and that is an adjective. It just means it's not right. Not correct. So for example, if on the test you guess something that is not right, you get a big X next to that question, then that means your answer is wrong.
It's the wrong answer.
Exactly.
And I got here today at the wrong time. I thought I was going to be here, supposed to be here at 10, but in fact I was supposed to be here at 9. It was the wrong time and I got in trouble.
So we don't want to be late. But we are talking about, you know, like having maybe an old idea that you're thinking about, that you think, oh, I'm right about that. But if you don't ask questions.
So do you have an example, like something you thought it was one way and then you learned some information because you asked questions, you were curious, why, and then you changed your idea?
Yes. Well, in the beginning, I didn't think that wearing masks is really necessary.
Because of COVID, you mean?
Before COVID, I didn't think you know, wearing masks is very, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really prevent you from getting sick. So I never really liked wearing masks. So when COVID came and everyone is talking about, you know, wearing masks, so I started asking a lot of questions and I did a lot of research because I was curious. I wasn't sure the reason behind it, and after asking a lot of questions and doing some research, and I learned that, you know, wearing masks can really prevent you from getting sick.
Oh, wow. So you really changed your idea because of your curiosity.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's a really good place to end then. That's a good thing to remember. Ask questions, find out things, and change your mind.
That's right, and learn more, right? Okay, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
When someone tells you something, do you just accept it? Or does it make you curious and want to ask questions about it? For me, the second always happens. I want to find out everything about that thing. So I ask who, what, when, where, why, and how questions. I can learn a lot that way. I can learn new things about that thing. Also, maybe my old ideas about that thing were wrong, and I can learn to change them.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这个的重点单字。第一个 question， 名词，问题。I'm afraid I can't answer that question. 恐怕我无法回答那个问题。下一个单字 second， 名词，第二个，人事物。David has 2 sons. The second is a doctor. David 有2个儿子，第二个是医生。下一个单字 run， 形容词错误的，理解有误的。That clock is wrong. It's 10:30, not 9:30. 那个时钟是错的，现在是10点半，不是9点半。最后一个单字 change， 动词改变。I'm going to change my hair color. 我打算改变一下头发的颜色。接着我们来看一下重点文法。第一个 A makes B 加上动词 A 使或者是让 B 做某件事情。Make 是一个动词，它的后面可以接动词或形容词。如果接动词的话，必须使用原形。我们来看看下面这个句子。My boyfriend makes me laugh all the time. 我男友总是让我大笑。下一个文法 find out 得知了解。我朋友 Henry 想要帮他女朋友办一场生日派对，请我帮忙，但又不想让他发现，他就再三的跟我说 Remember, it's a surprise party. I don't want her to find out anything about it. 记住，这是一个惊喜派对，我不想让他发现任何有关派对的事。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去要复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Dapo Pond is a large pond in Chishang Township, Taitung County. The pond has many different types of fish and plants. There are a lot of different things to do at Dapo Pond. Visitors can bike around the pond or row in the water. The pond is a great place to go fishing or bird watching. Come to Dapo Pond and enjoy the beauty of nature.
See you next time!